Welcome to the weirdest live stream you will probably see. No, I take that back. There is no ASMR. There's no that kind of weird stuff going on. I think ASMR is a little different. But, or what is that, mukbang? Where you watch people eat? I can't do that. Anyway, welcome. I am starting a new challenge for myself, and it might become a weekly thing. I don't know. We'll see. See how y'all respond to this. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, hey, words are hard. So Rick is in the bag, and you're thinking, what is some dude doing in the bag? No, it's not a dude. It is my name for what some people may call hoarding. It's a random inclusion collection. I have random bits of this, that, and the other thing, and I thought, you know what, I'm not thinking outside of the box to use this stuff up, so I had my partner in shenanigans come up. I gave him 5 Aldi bags, so for the next 5 days, we're gonna do 5 different projects. I don't know what I'm gonna make. I don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is I have 5 to 7 items in each bag. He stapled them shut on top, and he put 5 random items in there. I told him nothing inappropriate. We want to keep this family friendly, and I need to make something from it. I have 60 minutes to do so. So we're looking at 2 minutes. So let's start so we know that we stop at 1:02. And I need to turn off the fan so it's not trying to, oh my gosh, this bag is heavy. What did he put in here? See, this is this is going to be interesting because I have mostly paper in this studio. All right, here we go. I have a staple remover somewhere because I don't want to just rip into the bag. It feels like Christmas because I don't know what's in here. I have a staple remover somewhere in this. There it is. I'm like, I know it's in this top bin because I put it there and I made sure it was there. So let's take a little staple remover here out, and he did 2 staples just like I asked him to. I said, don't staple the whole thing. I don't want to spend half the live stream trying to unstaple everything. So we go from Aldi bag What is he doing? Oh, I didn't tell him not to use certain things. It's okay. What am I supposed to do with this? And then one of these. Okay. Okay. A book. I got 2 book covers. I don't think he realizes how much he's asking for here. What's in here? Data coding form. Okay. 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 We've got a book cover. What if? And glitter. He knows how much I hate glitter. Hey, at least he did color coordinating stuff. I have an idea. Let's do some destruction here. Okay. I just want to keep the fly cover here, which is not going to let me do. Okay, we'll just have to try and use the bag in here too, so I think I know what I'm going to do, but there we go. Okay, that can go over there. This is a French book. So did they glue this or did they seam this? Trying to look and see. Looks like glue. So I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold this back. Oh no, it's sticky. Okay. All right. So we're going to use book pages out of that book. We're going to return this because I really like this cover. And we're going to take this. Where's my little, there it is. I'm going to cut this off because that's going to get in our way. Hang on, let's put that back up. Make sure that's on there tight. There we go. Sometimes they get a little loose. All right. Take this cover off. Do I know what I'm doing? I think so. I think so. There we go. We're gonna put that in the bin because there's nothing I can really do with that. It's covered in glue. So okay, and these will fit in here. So we're going to make some like envelopes with these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those fit perfectly inside there, like that. Okay. Done and done. Okay, now we're going to do we're going to get Fanny down here. Hey, it just fits in there. Do you like that? I like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut that there. Okay. And then I'm just going to take our scissors. Cut this here. And then cut this one here. Okay. I'll fold this back in. And let's see. Let's make this even. Like so. Okay, and then these are 5.5. So take this and do 5.5. And then hopefully nope, that didn't work like I was supposed to. That's okay. I'll just leave it, and hopefully it won't be too much to cut through. There we go. So you just have this little bit, which is fine because that's the handles. And then make these a little bit wider maybe. Let's fold this in half and see what we get. Is that going to be wide enough to line up with this? How about with this? Yep, okay, cool. So we'll take and we'll cut this end off. Make sure it's laying flat. There we go. So that 1, 2. Three, 4. Okay. But we're only going to put 3 in there. And then one of the ones here. So we got 1, 2. Let's see. We'll use this one as the bottom piece because we can cut that off. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then we need to cut this the same length as this. Probably need to cut this a little bit better, but it'll work for now. So make a line, pencil. There we go. If you haven't figured out what I'm making yet, I'm not going to say what I'm making because I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, let's put that over there. And we're going to use this. We'll probably, well, okay. So I don't need this anymore. Let's put that over there. And oh, I'm going to get glitter everywhere. quit complaining, Tish. Just quit complaining and do your job. Head down, mouth shut. I've never been that way. I've always been outspoken. But there are times where it's like, I need to be head down, mouth shut, and I'm not, and that's what gets me in trouble. Okay, so where's my glue mat? You know what? Here's this one. I'll use this one. Okay. So we're going to take this and some matte medium and my favorite tool in my whole... I told him he couldn't do anything on the table. Because I didn't want him taking stuff for projects that I'm currently working on. Most of that stuff is on this table. So, okay. So far we have unboxed the box, or unboxed the bag, unbagged the bag. Does that make sense? And now we're working with glitter. Okay, so find the end of this. Wherever that may be. All right, here it is. So we're going to take this, and we'll put this on here. Okay. I think we should ink this up. Hang on, I got some purple ink. Hold on. Or maybe we should do black ink. Let's do black ink. Where's my black dauber? Let's do black ink. And we're going to crumple this up. We'll get some lines in it. So it'll give some more visual interest. No, don't rip it. There we go. It kind of takes away this, where that's at. There we go. We're just going to kind of hit it with the black ink. Actually, do I have a stencil that would look cool underneath here? Hang on. They've unleashed the hounds. Okay, what do I got? You know what, this is like kind of, no, that's kind of frilly-gilly. That's still kind of frilly-gilly. What about this one? Not what I'm looking for. Let's see. I want something that's kind of modern-ish, but still kind of me. Because purple glitter is modern. Oh, this is cool. I like this one. All right. We're going to do this. Oh, crack. This time goes by fast when you don't have a lot of it. Okay, so we're going to kind of do this off center like that. And we're just going to hold it in place as best we can. Because it's crinkly. Well, I hope this collage medium dries fairly quickly. Oh, geez. Line that back up. Murphy knows I'm in a hurry, so he comes for his visits. Okay. And yes, I could have gotten the tape and taped it down and did all that fussy business. But this was faster. Okay. Now, there's that. Now that I got black ink all over my hands, I'm going to take a little bit of this and a brush. Okay. Okay. There we go. Put that over the top like that. And we'll brush over it to get it laid down. I didn't do the best job, so we gotta lift it up again. There we go. There. So, I need a towel. There we go. Wipe off my hands and cut this off. There we go. And do I have a big enough piece of parchment somewhere? That should work. Okay. Lift this up. Put it down. And I'm going to use this piece of parchment to kind of smooth things out. There we go. Okay, so that's going to dry, and that's going to be our spine. Okay, I'm just going to toss this in the garbage because it's all sticky and weird. I'm going to wipe this off. Excuse me. And oh, I don't have my cup up here. All right, we'll just leave this over here somewhere. Let's put it in this cup for now so it doesn't get all over. Okay, so next thing we need to do, so that's done. We got the purple glitter. Oh, it glows in the dark. I just noticed that. Okay. We're gonna rock this now. All right, so next step is flip this over because it's all full of glue. And we're gonna use this to recut this a little bit better. So we have an hour to, less than an hour. We have like 40 minutes to finish this. And I told Mikey to be nice. Don't give me something too challenging, because this late at night my Dame Bramage is in full force. Okay, so line this up, and that up, and then that up, and that up. Okay, put that in our bin. That's nice and smooth. We've got these. So we need to, that's the bottom, that can go over here. I'm putting a pile so I know what stuff is done already. All right, so what we need to do with these, so 1, 2, 3, We need 4 of these. So let's do just 4. And let's make them all go on the outside. Like that. And then we're going to get our art glitter glue out. And hopefully it will work the way it's supposed to and will not give me any headaches, because I will get very upset. Ooh, blade. I forgot to put that in some tape. I usually keep, that's a fabric blade, and I keep those for my big paper cutter one, because it's not good enough for fabric anymore, but it will work great for paper. So, okay, we're going to glue there. And right here, and I just put glue on that. That's okay. Okay. Let's move these out of the way. So we're going to line these up. Make sure they're fairly square. There we go. There's one. And then we're going to do this one. They're not the same size. Oh yeah, they are. They're the same size. They just, this one's longer. That's what was throwing me off. Okay, so I'm going to do this right here. Like that. And you know what? We're going to put a little bit here just to be us. And then line that up. Lay it flat. And then we're going to take some papers out of here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably 3. Okay. And I'm just going to rip them and glue them down with some glue stick, because glue stick dries fast. And you're not going to really see this. This is more just for aesthetic. And because I said so. Crap. Did I? No. Okay. There we go. And we're going to put some glue on this one. Okay, this is the top. So, gotta line that up. There we go. Round it around the corner. And then we're going to put one here, like this. Okay, and then, so we know which way is the top. Oh. We're going to put a little notch in this front piece. Yeah. Like this, right in the middle. And we'll do that with this one too. Okay, there's one too. I almost put that in my glue. So these are done. These are ready to put together. See, I keep using it like it's a decorating bottle. I think that's part of my problem with this glue. I love the way it sticks though, so. All right. And I mean, it's stuck already and I love that. That I can do these 60-minute projects. Okay, and then go make sure that's lined up at the top. I'm doing these challenges so hopefully you'll see that thinking outside the box is not as hard as we make it out to be. There we go. Oops. Okay, and now we need this. Let's do this way. Because I'm using stuff that was just in my studio, and some of the stuff he really dug. That's kind of scaring me right now. Okay, need another one. Let's do this one this way. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So, there we go. Okay. I wasn't turning on the music, but apparently my phone got bumped off the charger, so it's dead. Okay, let's just put this down on here. Makes life easier. How much time have we got? We need to have all this part done by 1:45. So I think we'll get there. Because I might want to do some stamping on here, just because I can. Oops, wrong glue. So I hope it'll only take me about 15 minutes to assemble this together. And I know what I'm going to do with the string. Okay, and this one needs this one needs a notch too. Okay, so let's see. Name, form. Okay. And they're not going to be straight. It's okay. Handmade. And let's do this way. There we go. So this, then this. So the top. Bottom doesn't much matter. Oh my. Okay, so we're going to use full page. Like this. How big is this? That's just that little bit. So we're going to take this off like that. So we'll use a full page like this. Okay. And I love these glue sticks. I get them at the Painted Raven if you'd like to get yours as well. They are the Tombow Mono Glue Stick. They smell so good. They smell like flowers. All right, I'm going to lay this one here like that. And then we're going to lay one here like this. There we go. Like that. Okay. Okay. But this stuff dries super quick, and I love that. It's a glue stick and it has a really good holding power. The only thing I don't like about it is it dries very crisp. It's not flexible. Once you glue it down, you're committed. And I might just do this here, like this. And then we'll do this little guy, like right here. Yeah. No one's going to see it, really, when we're done. But I know it's there, and I just feel more balanced if we do it like this. There. Okay. Now, I want this side. Excuse me. I just locked it. There we go. And then we can put this away for now. And we gotta do this one. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got form, name, form, name. This one. Okay. Okay, and then so we're going to glue these together, but we got to figure out how we're going to do that. So This is, all right, I need to drink coffee so I can figure this out. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our middle line. There we go. Because with all the lines and dots and stuff, I'm going to get confused on what I'm doing. So we're just going to put this down. Probably not that far. And then this goes down right there-ish. Okay. Okay. Do I have any? I'm going to leave this, tape it down so it stays. Well, that's not sticky tape. Okay. And then this goes here and here. So lay the glue down. There we go. Line it up. Hope it wiggled. Okay. And then line this up. There we go. And then this one. I was going to stamp on this, but I decided not to. Why? Because I'm me. I changed my mind halfway through. I'm like, I'm running out of time. Because we have to have this assembled in like 4 minutes. And like, no, in like 15 seconds. If we're going to stay on track here. This one's a little bit smaller. So we'll divide the difference. There we go. And this is the last one. we go. We can fix the top if we need to. Let's get this glued down. Is this dry? Almost. We're going to have to hit that with the hairdryer to make it dry. Okay. So now, if we lift this up, it should be an accordion. Okay. We're going to do one in the front, one in the back. Okay, so oops, that wasn't a very good fold. There we go. This is going to be the front. Actually, no, we wanted it that way. Not this way. There we go. And then this way. Okay. So this will go here. This. And then this will go in the back. Like this. Okay. And then we're going to fold this down like so. Okay, so we were given a book cover, a plastic or a paper bag, in a paper bag, I should say, and some tulle, some glitter tulle, because he knows how much I love glitter, little turd. I do adore him though. So what happened is I had my partner in Shenanigans come into my studio with 5 paper bags, and he was instructed to put 5 to 7 random things in each bag. And he came down really quick too. So like, because my studio is above the garage, he came back down really quick. So I was a little concerned. I'm like, this shouldn't be that easy. But then I remember he hangs out with me up here, so he kind of knows where things are at. And I should have told him no. I didn't. I forgot to tell him that I only have a 60-minute time limit. You know, I gotta be able to do this in 60 minutes. And so, curing resin would not be a good thing to do. But I can always substitute. I can call an audible. Okay, so I have this. So there's a pocket here, and then it expands from there. There we go. Cool. Now, I'm going to hit this with the hairdryer. I'm going to take it off the parchment first. There we go. I'm going to hit this with the hairdryer, so I'm going to mute my microphone because I can't hear me anyway, and I don't want to blow your ears out. I am kind and considerate like that. Okay, all the glue is covered except for Mr. Humphrey over here. Come on, go. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna get my hair dryer and we're gonna dry this. Okay, now we still got the green tape on there. Hang on. Let me get this green tape out of here. I used that to hold it down while I was gluing it together. You did a good job. Thank you, tape. You can go back to your station. All right, now we are going to cut this. It's actually almost perfect. So let's cut the excess stuff off. What's the stuff called? Tool. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. I'm going to cut it. Now I've got the hiccups. Breathe, Tish, breathe. There we go. And I'm going to keep this edge because I like this edge. So we're just going to cut along the edge here. There we go. There. Oops, my fabric fell down. Oops. Okay, so we're going to need 1 inch on the top, probably 1 inch in the middle, and let's just cut it right here. Yes? So we have like 1.5 inches over the edge. So there's 1.5 inches, 1 inch, and 1.5 inches. Yep, okay. So we're going to line this up and that's on 5. So line this up nice and neat, like it's not exactly straight, but that's okay. And then let me give myself an extra wiggle room just in case I don't cut it right. Oh, let's move it up. Just in case I cut crooked or something, because I'm known to do that. And I'd rather give myself too much than not enough. So this goes here, that goes there, hold this down, get our blade out. There we go. That can get tucked over there. And then we're going to measure 1.5 inches. Give ourselves a little dash. And 1.5 inches, and another little dash. 1.5 inches. Groovy. Now, we need to find our glitter glue. And I'm going to take this middle tip off, and I need this. There we go. So, put our glitter glue down. And this is my silicone spatula, and we'll smooch it out. Excuse me. There we go. Make sure we get that corner. And put that right there. And line that up with the edge. A little bit further over. Okay, brayer. There we go. Wipe off the excess on this side. And then we're going to mark off 1.5 inches here. And 7. There we go. Ruler. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're running out of time. If I had that other fan go, if I could have my fan going full blast, it would have dried faster. Because there's no air movement up here whatsoever. Okay, there's that. And then this goes down like this. Okay, and then we're going to put, let's see, which one do we want for the front? We want that for the front. So we're going to put a hole Let's figure out the middle. So this is 9.5. So 4.5. Where did my pencil go? Here it is. 4.5. Let's do it right about, let's do it right here. Okay. And we want, there we go. There we go. And then take this. Oh no, I got glue on the back. It's all right. Take this, punch another hole right here. And yes, I could put eyelets in here, but I'm not going to because it is really hard to put an eyelet in a book cover. So we're just gonna take a Sharpie and color on the inside. There we go. I should have gave myself 90 minutes. It's all right. It's all good. Okay, that's our front. So we're going to take this and we're going to give it a snip. There we go. And here, here, and down along the bottom. Okay. And then we're going to put this over here, like that. So, I didn't put my middle tip back on, so we're getting lots of glue. Oh, we need to snip him. We almost forgot. There we go. Oh, of course it has to land right in the glue. So, move this right there, and right there. There we go. Oop. I think the next one will give myself 90 minutes because 60 minutes is not enough time to do anything when you're trying to design on the fly. I don't know. What do you think? Put it in the comments. You think I should give myself more time, or should I just go for broke? Okay, so this is what we got. We've got this cute accordion folder that we can put stuff in, and then this is nylon, 100% nylon, for special for fishing nets, bags, macrame, and hand crafts. All right, wow. Let's see. I don't do macrame or hand crafts. Well, I kind of do. So we're going to take this, I'm going to cut this end off. And we're going to do go. So put this through here. Maybe. And then one end through. If we had more time, I'd put a gem on there, but we don't have more time. We're out of time. So let's cut this one about the same length. There we go. I think we cut that a little longer. Yeah. Good thing I didn't cut the wrong end. I've done that before. Let's see. There's that. And that. 5 minutes over. Okay. It's all right. It's a self-imposed deadline. I did that wrong. Okay, that's okay. It's like, what is going on? There we go. So we'll do this. We'll tie this one in back here so we can cut this one. Wait, this is the front. There we go. I tied that back one wrong, which is okay. We can always retie it. Oh, for Pete's sake, be able to tie a knot. There we go. And now, I might want to redo this, rethink it. So now, we can loop. This is what I was trying to do. There we go. And done. There we go. That is my bit for tonight. So, let's see. I was about 7 minutes over my allotted 60 minutes, so 67 minutes. And I made this cute, hang on, let's put the glue away, because this is usually the thing I forget to do, and since I'm thinking about it, so it is an expanding file folder. I might redo the closure on. So you have a pocket here, and we need to do a little snipperoo here. Let's do that one right there. Okay, so you have this front pocket. Oops. And we're gonna do it so they all have that thing all lined up. There we go. So there's a pocket there, pocket there, pocket there, pocket there, pocket there, pocket there. It sounds like some 80s song. Pocket, pocket, another pocket, and then there's pockets here. So, yeah, I'm gonna retie this. This is gonna bother me. I have a better idea. So we're going to do the loop-de in the back, front to back, put the little string through, and the big string. And then big string goes through again, so that way we can tie it off. And then put it back through again. There we go. And then this, I'm just going to put some tape on it for now, so it's not flip-flopping around, and I'll probably do something with that later, but that looks so much more clean. Yeah. Okay, so how I did that, just so I can try and remember. This is for video prosperity's sake. Okay, come on now. So go in, have a little piece, go in from the side you want it hidden from. Okay, and then loop-de, put it through the loop-de, pull both strings through, pull it tight, take the longer string, put it through the hole, tie the knot, there we go. I'm going to take another piece of tape, put it, because if I'm going to cut it off short, I want to burn the edges, because this is nylon, so I can make little egglets so it doesn't unravel. There we go. Now put this string back through the hole, maybe. Tying myself up here. Okay. Where is my needle threader thingy? It's downstairs. Fire truck. Okay. Just cut this off. There we go. I got it. I got it. All right. So now we can wrap this one around. Wrap this one around. And now we have a cute little book. I don't like that double wrap like that. So let's do this one this way. This one this way. There we go. No, can't do that one that way. Good Lord, Tish. Yeah, we'll just have to do it twice. There we go. There we go. So you untie it. And you don't have to string this long. This is a little overkill, but you know, that leaves it room to expand. So, and then you open it up, pocket. Oh, I forgot to stamp these. Let's snap these real quick. Come on now. There we go. And then this one. And then this one. Excuse me. And this one. There we go. Now, see, it gives us, that spine gives us room to put things in here because you've got this cool accordion book. And I'll probably put a piece of paper right here to cover up this end. In fact, let's just do that right now. Is that going to fit in there? Nope. Because that's going to bother me. Little things like that bother me. Little details that I want finished. And I think tomorrow night when we're going to do this again. So if you missed it tonight, we're going to do this again, and who knows what I'm going to come up with. There we go. That looks cute. Do we have any paper bag? Nope. Okay. Just there. So this one, it can be either way. It doesn't have a front or a back, I guess. I mean, you could put something on the front to designate at the front. I kind of like this as the front because I like the little swirly gig, but look, it's sparkly. So wrap, wrap, tie. Would it be better to have a, my hands don't want to tie things today. I'm glad I wear slip-on shoes. There we go. My hands have the dumb. There we go. So we went from an empty or a random bunch of things in a bag to a usable, functional, and kind of pretty file folder. So join me next time when we see what we can do with that challenge. Always remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness.